Hi everyone, it's Christine with Momspiration 412, founder of EduPlay. Welcome to Start Your Day with EduPlay. I hope you guys are having a great morning. It's a Friday morning and you guys have made it through another week. So congratulations, we are now getting into a holiday weekend, which may or may not seem different for some of us because we may not be going a lot of places. But today is actually National Road Trip Day, which makes total sense because a lot of people could be traveling, and going to see family or traveling over the weekend because Monday is Memorial Day. So what we're going to talk about today is going on a trip and what are some things that we could do in the car to keep us busy. So if you take a road trip, what are some things that you can do to stay busy, and some games you might like to play, and just some ideas today. So if you guys have any ideas or activities that you play, put them in the comments because we love to hear your games and your ideas and your family traditions maybe while you play or while you go for a ride in the car, okay? So we just have a little bit of a fun story today. I'm going to show you guys some of the things that we do, and then that way you guys can start collecting things for your road trip, okay? Whenever you go on a road trip. And it could be a long road trip or it could just be a short road trip. But something to keep you entertained and active in the car will help make those trips go a little bit faster. All right, you guys ready for calendar? Let's do it. Here we go. All right, let me turn a little bit. Let's get situated. Our calendar's all wonky here. Here we go. Look at it. It's all crazy, isn't it? All right, kiddos, let's sing the months of the year song. Here we go. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, and December. These are the months of the year. Good job. So what month is it, everyone? It is May. Excellent job. It is May. So let's spell it. Ready? Capital M-A-Y. Beautiful. All right, let's see the dates. So yesterday was the 21st. What is today? Today?
22nd.
Yes, Ella. Good job. My little helper is back there. I don't know if anyone can see her back there. She's doing her own video. Today is the 22nd. Thank you, Ella. Good job. What year is it? It is 2020. Beautiful.
20.
All right, ready? We're going to sing our Days of the Week song before I move them. Ready? Let's sing our Days of the Week song. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. Then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Good job, friends. All right. So yesterday was Thursday. Very good.
Today is Friday.
Today is Friday. Excellent. And what will tomorrow be, Ella? What's after Friday?
Tuesday?
Friday and then
Wednesday.
Saturday. Very good. Tomorrow will be Saturday. Excellent. All right, so let's say our date. Today is Friday, May 22nd, 2020. Excellent. What season is it? It is spring. Very good. All right, and now it's your turn. It's your turn to tell me where you're from and what is the weather like where you are. Okay, so we have our choices here for our temperature. Is it hot? Is it warm, mild, cold, or freezing? You tell me. What is the weather like where you are? And tell me now. Go take a peek out the window. Miss Christine always says, weather, weather. Check the weather. All right, ready? Go to your window and see. Is it sunny? Is it stormy? Is it cloudy? Is it partly cloudy? Or is it rainy? You tell me what the weather's like where you are today, all right? All right. The special activities today, it's all about taking a trip. So Miss Christine is going to show you, I'm going to read a fun story about taking a trip. And this kiddo, Henry and Mudge, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. they're going to the Wild West on their trip. So maybe we can make cowboy boots and a hat. Who knows? All right. And maybe you can start collecting things that I tell you, and then that way you can make a road trip basket. And that's what we have, one that goes in our car all the time because you never know when you're going to get bored. All right, so if I have any birthdays today, let me know. Let's give everyone a birthday shout out. And our holiday coming up, Memorial Day weekend has begun, right? It's Memorial Day weekend. So I do want to let you guys know, Miss Christine is going to be taking off this weekend, okay? There will be no Start Your Day with EduPlay on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, and there will be no Monday night show, okay? So Miss Christine's going to take off this weekend, and I may pop in Monday, though, for a story for you, a Memorial Day story, and really honor all of those veterans and, all of the people in the that have fought for our country, the memorial. Not the veterans, I'm sorry. The people for our country. We're going to honor the people that have fought for our country. All right, so Miss Christine just talked about that the other day. I should know. All right, so Memorial Day weekend. And then how do you feel? How do you feel, Ella?
Happy.
Happy. Me too. All right. So guess what, guys? We have 22 jumps today. 22. Do you think you can do them with me? All right, we're going to do some stretches. We're going to do our jumps, and then we're going to pretend like we're going on a road trip. Do you think you can help me with that? It'll be fun. All right, let's get up and let's move our bodies. Ready? Let's move this out of the way today. Put it over there. All right, we're going to do some stretches. So take your arms and crisscross them around. Good. Really stretch them out. Excellent. Reach over. Excellent. One side, reach over to the other side. Good. All right, ready? We're going to reach up to one side. Reach up to the other side. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Stretching your back out. All right, ready? We're going to take those arms, and we're going to fall all the way to the ground with our arms and touch the ground. Put your head down, and then roll it on up. Oh, good. Ready? One more time. We're going to roll it on down. And we're going to roll it on back up. Excellent. You guys all warmed up for the day now? All right. 22 jumping jacks. Can you help me? Ready? Ellie, you going to do it with me?
Yes.
Ready? 22. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Good job. Remember, friends, you could always just jump. You could jump like a jumping jack, or you could always just do a star jump. Remember? That's a star jump. You could also get fancy and do a popcorn jump. Really big, okay? Now what we're going to do, as Miss Christine catches her breath, okay? We are going to go on a road trip. So our stretches today are going to be going on a road trip. Are you guys ready? So first we need to find our suitcase, okay? So I want you to look all around. Open your closet doors. Not in there. Open those ones. Open. Oh, I found it. I found our suitcase. I want you to, is it up high or low? What do you think? I think one of them is up really high. Oh, be careful. Don't knock it on your head. Pull it down real gently. Oh, good, good, good. Set it down, set it down, set it down. Oh, good, good. All right, lay it down on the ground. Very good. Oh, guess what? There's another little bag there. Let's reach down. And let's grab that one. Good. And let's set that one down. Excellent. So now what do we have to do? We have to go get our clothes. Run, run, run to your dresser or your closet. Run, 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 run. Good. Let's look again. Oh, we need to pick out some clothes. You guys ready? Pick out your clothes. Good. And pick them all out. You got pants. You got a shirt. Got shorts. Don't forget your PJs. Put them in nicely. Okay. Fold them up or roll them. Put them in your suitcase. Put them in your bag. Don't forget that swimsuit if you're going somewhere warm. Okay. Don't forget socks. Okay. Grab all your things. Oh, you know what we need? We need our toothbrush. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's go find our toothbrush. All right. All right. Let's open the cupboard. Good job. Let's get our toothbrush. And don't forget to put the toothpaste in there. Grab the toothpaste. Excellent. Good job. All right, what else do you need in the bathroom? Maybe a hairbrush? Hairbrush? Oh, good. Let's put them all in our bag. Excellent. What else do you need? I don't know. Ella, what do you need? Shampoo, conditioner, things for your hair. Don't forget, okay? All right, now we're ready. Don't forget your shoes, okay? Grab all your things. Zip up your bags. Zip up the other bag. Good. All right, put that bag on. And get your suitcase. We're going to roll it. Ready? Roll it down the hall. Here we come. We're going on a trip. Good job. Let's put it in the car. Ready? Put one bag in. Good. Ready? Pick up that suitcase very gently. Put it in the back of the car. Good job. Whew. Don't forget your crafts and your activities and your activity books, okay? And snacks. Miss Christine always has lots of snacks, don't we, Ella? We have bags of snacks because you just never know. Okay, that's one of Miss Christine's special tricks. All right, so what are we going to do now? Now we're going to get in our car seat. Buckle up.
Did you see my friend?
All right, and we're going to go for a ride on our road trip. Good job. I want you to ride all the way over to your seat. Yes, Ella.
My bum hurt.
Oh, you're going to sit with me? All right, so boys and girls, I'm going to read a story first, and then after I will share some of the tips for the parents, and you guys can see some of the things that we take on our trips with us. So we'll read first, and then we'll talk about what we take on our trips, okay? This one is called Henry and Mudge and the Tumbling Trip, okay?
What's a tumbling trip?
We're just going to, it's about them going to the Wild West, and we'll read about it, and then we will talk about it, okay? All right. So tumbleweeds. What's a tumbleweed? Henry and Mudge and Henry's parents loaded up their car and headed west. You see? They loaded it all up just like we do with our suitcases. He's got his bag and he's got his books. Mudge got his dog dish, all his dog toys, his dog food. Mom has the map. They're ready to go on a trip. Henry has lots of comic books and crossword puzzles to keep him busy on the trip. Mudge just has an old shoe. Mudge could keep busy for years with an old shoe. You see, he's got traveling activity book. He's got comic books, a crossword, some storybooks, crayons. We're going to talk about all those things. So what are some things you take on your trips with you? Go ahead and pop them in the comments so we know. It was fun driving west. The land got flatter, the sky got bigger, and people got taller. All those cowboy boots. A lot of people wear cowboy boots in the West. The West is big. Henry said at a rest stop, "Big enough even for Mudge," said Henry's father. Look, Mudge is so big. He's a big doggy. Mudge wagged his tail and knocked down a parking sign. "Well," said Henry's father, "maybe not." At night, the family checked into a motel. It was called the Cowboy Inn. The owner gave Henry a cowboy hat, and he gave Mudge a bandana. "Wow," said Henry. "Thanks." Does anyone have a cowboy hat? Or a bandana, maybe? Or what about even cowboy boots? Who knows? While Henry's father and mother rested in the lawn chairs, Henry and Mudge chased tumbleweeds. They were everywhere and were very fast. Henry pointed to one. "Get it, Mudge," and Mudge chased the tumbleweed. He carried it back to Henry in his mouth. "Good job," said Henry. Another tumbleweed tumbled by. "Get it." Mudge chased after that one. Henry and Mudge chased tumbleweeds until dark. Oh, look at all those tumbleweeds. When they were finished, they had 42. Henry's mother looked at Mudge. "I wish you could clean the house as fast as you clean the West," she told Mudge. Mudge wagged. He liked the West. It had toys no one had to throw. Those are all tumbleweeds back there. All done. This is the next part of it. So
Can we do it again?
you could read it. Mommy's going to talk about taking a trip, okay? So just like in our story where Henry and Mudge took a trip, they loaded up their car with lots of things to do because sometimes when we go on a road trip, it takes a long, long time, okay? And we want, wait, hold on. Why don't you go up to your room and read it, okay? Mommy will be right up.
Let's see if Daddy can read it.
Okay. Don't go in Alex's room if he's in there. So what we could do, because sometimes we get bored. Sometimes you can only watch a movie so long or be on your tablet or try to find other things instead of those things and things that maybe are more engaging for our brains, okay? So Miss Christine's going to share with you some of the things that I take with us on our trips because it keeps my kids excited about things. And sometimes I have little secrets. And I always have lots and lots of snacks and special treats, okay? So moms and dads, these are some tips for you. Kiddos, you guys can hang out and watch too. And you guys can start thinking of some ideas that we could take on a trip, okay? So one thing that I have to say before I forget is thinking about where we have been for the last 2 months, okay? Not a lot of people have been in cars. So be careful and be aware that the kiddos may get car sick. I've heard this happening, and they were maybe younger kiddos, but they would have their milk or maybe they're sitting backwards in the seat and they haven't been in a car in 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever it may be, and it was causing them to get car sick in the car. So think about that, as you do venture out and, just helping your kiddos. There's tons of different things you can do for motion sickness, and just trying to keep your kiddos calm during that time. So that's a little tip that I thought, and whenever we travel, that's something I'm going to keep in mind. Moms and dads, some of the things that I always make sure I have in the car, I always have towels, okay? Even if it is a big towel or a little towel. Right now, we just took a big road trip, and we had a little potty in there because obviously we don't want to, go into too many places while you're going on a road trip. So a little potty in the back of our car, and we had toilet paper, we had soap, and a jug of water. At first I had water bottles and that was difficult, and then someone gave me a gallon jug of water and that made it so much easier. So that's where the towels could come into play. Also, if you go somewhere, maybe it's muddy or whatever, the kids get wet, whatever it may be, towels are a good thing to have in there. I always have lots of water in the car. I take an entire case of water with us, and we are always out of it by the time we get back. So we drink tons of water, but we always make sure we have water. I always have a roll of paper towels in the car, sanitizer, flashlight. I'm trying to think of some of the things that I already have in the car that plastic bags are key to a lot of things. So Ziploc bags, I always take big ones. I always take little ones. I always take disposable silverware. I take plates. I even take foil, okay? So when we go, and I'm going to get into the toys. I'm sorry, Miss Christine got it out of order here. When we go, here, don't take them out. Leave them there. I always take a loaf of bread, peanut butter and jelly, and I have the knife and the paper plates. So then that way I could make sandwiches while we're going because Mr. Dan drives, so Miss Christine's able to do sandwiches and give snacks and all of that stuff. And another thing, what are you doing? Don't do that. Who taught you that? Yeah, don't do that.
Taught it to myself.
Okay, don't do that. The other thing is like maybe you're going on a picnic and you just want to have something quick and easy to eat. Make the peanut butter and jellies wherever you're at, wrap it in foil, and now you have lunch, okay? I always take fresh fruits and vegetables. Cheese sticks are a good thing. The last trip we took was eggs, like hard-boiled eggs, and the kiddos love those. Just different kind of snacks. Always, individual snack bags, granola bars, And then, like I said, I always have a treat because sometimes you just never know when you just need to pull out a thing of fruit snacks or a lollipop or marshmallows or some of those things that like just calm everyone down just for a few minutes, okay? And those things will help for sure. All right, some of the other things, please get down. Okay, some of the other things. I always have, and I'm going to show you guys, a basket full of things. And this basket stays in our car with us. And I'm going to go through it with you guys right now. There you go. See my water in there? Ella, please, honey. All right. So we always have coloring books. Okay, lots and lots of coloring books. Which one do you want?
I want this one. Wait,
the girls' one?
Yeah, this one.
All right. Coloring books for them, which then we have crayons. I take a Ziploc baggie full of crayons or a package of crayons, whatever it may be. So then they have crayons and they have coloring books. That's something that, obviously we always start with a movie because that's something they're excited about. It'll should keep everyone a little bit quiet for a little bit. And here's a tip, all right, a little fun fact. I heard, and we can research this more, we can find articles. So if you find articles on this, please let me know. The kiddos having a screen in front of them where they're looking out in front of them is better than them having a screen down like this because that's affecting their neck, okay, and their spine because obviously they're still growing, okay? And if they're constantly looking down at a screen or a tablet, whatever it may be, it could affect their neck. So we are fortunate enough, we have the DVD players in the back of the seat, okay? So we have them and the kiddos can just view the videos that way. We do not have tablets. There's a couple reasons for that. Obviously, they're a little bit young, aren't you? Even though she wants a tablet, she does want one. But then that way, we can turn it off and it doesn't go anywhere with us. It just stays in the car. So that's another thing. But keep that in mind when your kiddos are looking down. See if there's a way to prop it up so then that way they can see. Obviously, if they're playing a game, that's going to be a little bit different. But maybe if they're watching a show or a movie, see if you can prop it up so then that way their vision is more straight in line and their spine and their neck is more in line. So think about that. Just things to think about, okay? So this is a dry erase board. I have a few different versions of them in here. Another version that I have, if I can find it, and I don't think it's up here. Another version I have is one where they could draw on it, but then I also have one where they can practice writing their name, their phone number, their address, parents' names, things that we can go over in the car. So dry erase board and markers and crayons. Like I said, here's the markers. I have a little game. So think about things that you would get or the kiddos would get in a Happy Meal or, a kid's meal. Those things are really good because they're usually small and, that you could switch them out pretty easy, okay? So that's what a lot of this stuff is. This I know came from like a Wendy's meal. This one here is a new one from Chick-fil-A, okay? And it had like a white crayon or something that goes with it. The other thing I have is a ton of books. You can tell we go to Chick-fil-A a lot because that's where a lot of these are from. But they are just books or little highlights books, okay? And in these books, they have tons of activities, okay? And then it also sparks conversation, okay? This one is all about space. So then in the car, you could talk about space and you could talk about the moon and the stars and the planets and asteroids and rockets and all of those things, okay? Other stories that you have. And we may get car sick reading a story, but maybe you could read a little bit of a story, or maybe while you stop for gas or something. But see, lots of stories in here. The other thing that so then this one here, these we got from somewhere, but they're just blank scribble pads, okay? And it's just blank paper that the kiddos can just use their imagination and they can color, okay? So the next thing is these I found, which are awesome. Learning to speak Spanish, okay? And it's just a CD that pops in the car with a story, okay? So the kiddos are learning it, they're listening to it, and, even if they're not listening, they still are absorbing it, okay? If they don't want to listen, right? Okay. Another thing, I know I've showed you guys this before. These are those boogie boards that you would put,
I want a boogie board.
put one of these in, and then they could color on it. They could play tic-tac-toe if they're siblings. They could write. They could practice their letters, their numbers, all kinds of different things. Okay?
I want to
Okay, here.
take
I don't know where the marker or the pen is for it. This is why I have a basket, and this is why I have bags for everything, because then
yes.
everything just goes in it.
Here.
This-
There's another one.
No, there's no pen that goes with it, honey. All right. Plus, we're going to go up soon. Okay. The other thing that I found these at the dollar store. You can see they use them up. Bingo. So please stop. Okay. There's bingo. There's white erase markers and a little eraser on them. So simple. I got 4 of the same ones, but then there was also, actually all of these are bingo, but there's 2 orange and 2 red. So just different ideas like that, okay? And then, like I said, lots of dry erase markers. Stories, there's also these. I got these from Usborne Books. 100 things to do with kids in the car. So there's all kind of little cards here. They may have things written on them, which they probably do. Spot the difference, draw a face. You know, you could tell, like, our boxes are a little bit messed up. But like I said, think of those toys and those games that they would get in a kid's meal. Okay, those are always good ideas. This one's just stickers, but this could be something that they could do in that scribble pad, making sure that they know it only goes in that scribble pad. And then what I like to do too, I have tons of books. There's all kind of books here. The other thing I like to do is I like to keep a few things in like my console or hidden in a bag or something. So then as the trip goes on, you can find something new and fresh and say, I got this for you. Some things like that are like party packs. There's what else? I've got, there's this one. This one's been well used, but it had like a coloring activity and then crayons on the back.
What's that squeaky sound?
What? Probably my chair. Okay. And one last thing, 2 activities actually. Ella, can you grab me those magnets down there?
Yes.
Thank you. 2 things I took on this last trip, because for us, sometimes we have to go to the hotel while Mr. Dan has to work. So I have to think of, this is why I take lots of snacks, because I don't want to have to go to the store as soon as I get there. I make sure I have lots of snacks to last us the whole trip, and I have stuff in the hotel. I also take some toys that the kiddos can play in the hotel, and this is those magnets. Oops. So magnets, pretty simple, pretty compact. They're just in a little container right here, okay? I put them in the bottom of the car, like underneath their feet, whatever. And I take a cookie sheet that is magnetic, and then they can build on that cookie sheet. So now they have a tray, and it's magnetic so they can cook. The other thing was magnet letters, okay? Go ahead, Ella, upstairs. Magnet letters, so the same thing. If you want to take 2 cookie sheets for each kiddo, then they have a tray that's magnetic, and then they could do letters or, I don't know, where'd you put it? They could do letters, you could do words with them, so you could practice, you know, taking the words, writing it down on something, and then they have to find the letters to create the word. All kind of fun things. So I will share some pictures with you guys. I will share some other tips like for snacks and stuff. I have used the Chick-fil-A containers like they used to do, or even Tupperware containers. And then that way when the kiddos need fruit, I just give them a container of fruit, okay? Instead of a bag, or instead of, you know, it's already cut up, it's easy to go. So lots of things. If you guys have other questions while you're going on a road trip, maybe the ages of your kids are a little bit different than mine, maybe you have an idea, maybe you need an idea, like let me know. Reach out to me and I will help you, because we have done road trips since both of my kiddos have been 6 months old, and they've been fabulous in the car. So let me know. I could definitely help you, because there's so many other games. You could do looking for letters. You could do think like I Spy. You could give clues. Like I said, talk about things. It's the perfect time to have those conversations with your kids. Now, trust me, I know that sometimes I just want it to be quiet, right? And that's when they can watch the movie. I can do my work on my phone. Mr. Dan's driving, I'm driving, whoever. Like sometimes we just want quiet, but sometimes we we should have those conversations because you're there and everyone's all together. So I know this was a little bit longer, but I hope that gave you guys some good ideas. My kiddos, that craft or activity for the day, I want you to think of some things you could take on a road trip, but I also am going to give you a cowboy hat and boots to color, and I want you to use your imagination, and I want you to just take an imagine road trip, okay? I want you to just, where are you going to go, okay? So draw me a picture, tell me about it, and you could do the cowboy boots, you could draw anything, okay? But I will make a cowboy boots and a cowboy hat because that's all what our story was about. But you could draw me a picture that you're going to the beach. You could go out west. You could go to space. You could go to another country. You could go to the zoo. You could go see family. So many things that you could do, okay? So use your imagination and tell me where you would like to go on your road trip. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Memorial weekend. Remember, I will not be live on Saturday morning, Sunday morning, or Monday morning, and not live Monday night. But I will go live sometime Monday to do a Memorial Day story with you guys. So keep that in mind. I am sending you all so much love, hugs, happiness, and health. I know it's going to be kind of a rough weekend because things are a little bit different. We're not going to have those parades. We're not going to have maybe as big of a picnic or party that we're used to having this time of year. No pools, no things like that. So know that I'm sending you so much love, and I know that we're going to get through this difficult time. And just remember, guys, see each moment as a chance to learn, create, and have fun. Bye, guys.